The three biggest mistakes estate agents make when it comes to video. Today, I'm joined by Chris England, who is one half of the PBS Supremos when it comes to video and estate agency. He teaches property marketing, some of the biggest names in the industry, with his colleague Matt about how to do video. Chris, what are the three biggest mistakes estate agents make? Talk to me.
The biggest mistake agents make, I think, is not making any video content at all. Thinking that they can skirt by on photos and some text, and not thinking about mixing it up by putting video content into their offer. I still see a lot of agents now using photo slideshows instead of video.
Isn't that a video, Chris?
Not really. It is in sort of, but not in its truest sense. I think they just assume that the properties will sell and that houses are interesting enough. But actually, when it comes to picking an agent and getting those valuations and getting those listings, your personality really matters, and the personality of your team and the trustworthiness of your team really sells. And so it's about putting your team front and center, putting your expertise and knowledge front and center, and actually making some video content that engages with your potential audience. So that's the biggest mistake that people make. The second, I would say, is just talking about what they're selling. Only selling. Now, we all talk about the fact that we're consumers, we like to buy things, but we don't particularly like being sold to. If you walk into a clothing shop or a jeweler's or whatever, you want to have a look around, you want to choose. Eventually, you might call someone over to help you buy something, yeah? But crucially, we hate being sold to. We love buying things, hate being sold to. So why is all estate and letting agency content, buy this house, buy this house, buy this house, buy this house?
Use my estate agency.
Use my agency, we're brilliant, we're brilliant, we're brilliant, we're
Market
brilliant.
share graph.
Yeah, all of that, right? None of it is content that's give content. Here's some advice about the market. Here's some FAQs about why Letchworth is such a great place to live. You know, here is a market update for St Neots. You know, what's selling well, what's not. You know, here are some area guides that might help your decision to buy in this area. Here is, you know, an interview with a local coffee shop, which is somewhere you might want to go on a Saturday if you move and live in the area.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with selling houses?
Crucially, what it allows you to do is influence your potential buyers as they come to the market and grow your prevalence in the market, i.e. you're more visible in that local area, therefore people see you more, and then when they come to think about moving, upgrading, downgrading, your name's already in their mind. Very, very key. And also, if you're moving from out of area and you don't know anybody, and all you would do is Google estate agent St Neots or whatever, you know, you want to be able to be on the social channels in the groups that are Love St Neots or Everything St Neots or Buy and Sell St Neots or whatever. Adam Mackay does really well with this in Sawbridgeworth. He's got a group. Luke Sinclair's got one in Leicester, you know, where they're across their communities, you know, and it's really, really important, you know, that you're visible in your local market, not just, we always talk about empty shop syndrome. We talk about the fact that historically, you know, you'd put all your product in your shop window. But if you walk into a shop that's full of product and there's no one there to serve you, before long you'll get bored and you'll walk out and go somewhere where there is someone to serve you. That is where estate and letting agents have historically been guilty. And if you Google it now in your local area, in your town, feel free, Google the agents, see whether there's anything visual of their team, of their people, that talks about what they're about, why they are, you know, why they love doing what they're doing, or is it just photos of houses? Yeah.
What's number three?
Number three is thinking that everything can be done with an iPhone. So there is a place, and we encourage agents to use everything they've got available to them technology-wise. There is a place for making your own content. There's a place for doing it yourself. And iPhones now and with a good microphone off of Amazon can do most of the heavy lifting for you. But what I would say is don't try and make a big corporate piece that's going to be the banner on your website without engaging with someone professional. Now, it doesn't have to be someone super high end, something affordable, whatever. But when you're actually going to make something that says something important about your business, like in any other piece of marketing, you wouldn't get the local college to design your logo. You wouldn't get some student straight out of university to build all of your brand guidelines and your packs for your business. You'd use a professional agency to do that. The same can be said when it comes to the proper content, the real stuff that's going to drive traffic and engagement for your business when you're looking to get video made. Don't think you can just do it for cheap, I would say.
Thank you for your time today, Chris.
You're very welcome.